So before I start with all of the questions that you guys have had about rice water and my hair growth, I just really want to thank you all for just watching the video in general. Like, that was my first video I uploaded and I really wasn't expecting the response that I got, but I appreciate it. And for those who are sticking with me and watching my other videos, I appreciate you so much. Also, I have a disclaimer. Yes, my hair is in a bun right now, and I know you guys want to see the growth, and we're talking about rice water and hair growth, but I've had a busy few weeks. I've had to change my hair like every other day. I've had auditions and things, so my hair has had to be different. And even after I finish filming this video, I have to change my hair again. So I was like, let me just throw this up and shoot the video. I do have a rice water update, a 6-month update video coming, and I thought that I was in my 6th month, but I'm not. I actually have a few more weeks before my 6th month. So in a few weeks, I'll have the 6-month hair growth update. So stay tuned for that. Now, let's get into these questions. I was able to answer, majority of them as I went on, but there were so many that I was like, let me just make a video and just pull out the questions that were repeated the most and just answer all of those here. I'm not a hair professional, so I'm just going off of, what I've researched and what I've learned in the process. So let's get started. I wish it didn't smell so bad. Anyone have any tips to help? When I would ferment the rice, at first it did smell bad. It smelled horrible, and the reason why was because I would do the whole fermenting the rice, and then I would leave it out, and it was left out in a plastic container like under the sink. No. Even though it was still fermenting over time, the whole place was just stinking. So I stopped doing it that way. Maybe if you were to put it in a glass jar after a day and then put it in the refrigerator, and that's where you would store it. That's what worked for me, so hopefully that'll work for you and it won't smell so bad anymore. How long did you ferment your rice water? So after I make the rice water, with the process of boiling the water, I only let it sit out for a day, and then I put it in the refrigerator. The thing about that is that as the days go by, it's going to ferment even more. So I've learned that I don't have to keep it out every single day, because just storing it is going to do its thing regardless. How long did you let the rice water sit in your hair, and how long do you sit under the steamer? In my process, I spray the rice water after I put on my deep conditioner. So wash my hair, put on the deep conditioner, spray the rice water on top, and then I get under the steamer. So my steamer goes for 20 minutes, and that's how long I let it sit on my hair, and that's how long I sit under the steamer. Can I use my hooded dryer, thermal cap, shower cap instead of a steamer? I only know about this steaming method. I've never used it with a thermal cap. I've never even used a thermal cap before. I've never used it with a shower cap. With me sitting under the hair dryer with rice water in my hair and my products, nothing happened. I can't vouch for the hooded dryer, the shower cap, or the thermal cap. I only know of me trying the steamer this way, and it worked for me. Also, the steamer does something specific. It adds moisture too, and it opens your cuticles. It does its own thing. It's made for a purpose. Each thing has its own purpose, and the steamer just worked well with opening my cuticles so the rice water can get in, moisture can get in. We good. Girl, How do you use it on your brows and eyelashes? Well, when I first started using rice water, I was using it on my skin. That was the whole purpose of me trying rice water, and this was a couple years ago. I just read about how Asian women would put rice water on their skin as a toner. Took a cotton ball, rubbed the cotton ball all over, so I was rubbing on my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and then in a couple weeks I was like, my eyebrows are full. And then my eyelashes were like this. A friend of mine was like, are you wearing lashes? I was like, no, it's rice water. So it didn't dawn on me at the time to try it on my hair. As I just kept seeing how full my lashes were, how full my eyebrows became, I just was like, maybe this will work on my hair. I have nothing to lose by trying it. So after the time, I did some research, looked online. People were using rice water on their hair, and I was like, oh, okay, people actually use this on their hair to grow their hair. So I don't know why it will work on my eyelashes and eyebrows without steam, but it works differently with the hair on my head. Don't ask me, don't shoot the messenger, it just worked. So also I use it as a toner, which means that I wash my face at night, exfoliate, whatever I need to do. The last step before I put on my moisturizer is to put the toner on. Let the toner dry, the toner, which is the rice water, let it dry, and then I put my moisturizer on, go to sleep, wake up, wash my face. So that's how I use it on my face, and that's how I discovered. I wish that I had before pictures of my eyelashes and my eyebrows, but I had no idea that this was going to happen. So I didn't document it, but I documented my hair process because I just wanted to see, but I didn't know at the time that my eyebrows and eyelashes were going to be full. Did you rinse the conditioner and the rice water out of your hair once you were done with the steamer? Yes. Once a week or every 3 days? How often? I do this every time I wash my hair. I wash my hair once a week. So I do this once a week every time I wash my hair. So I don't skip. It's part of my process. Rice water and steamer is part of my process every week. And how much rice do you use? And it just depends on how much rice water you want. I probably just take like a handful and drop it into the pot. That gives me the milkiness that I like. And how long you let it sit before using? Okay, it really depends. Now, if I didn't get a chance to make the rice water a week or days before I need to use it, then if I know that I'm washing my hair tomorrow and I don't have enough rice water, I can make it then and use it the next day. So I will make the rice water and then let it sit out for a day or until I get ready to use it, and then use it. So the least amount of time that I would leave it out is a day. After a day, I would put it in the refrigerator anyway. So the longest I would keep the rice water is a week. Are you supposed to boil the rice, or can you leave the rice soaking and use it? Great question. I did it both ways. So I used to just put rice in a jar or rice in a plastic container, cover it with water, the amount of water that I wanted, and I would just let it sit there for a day or a few days, and that worked. It took longer to get the milkiness of it, but I've switched to boiling it because it's quicker for me and I get the milkiness that I want sooner. So won't steaming that often have an adverse effect on the hair? Actually, I have been steaming my hair every week for 5 months now, over 5 months actually, and no, my hair has only gotten better since I've done that. And within 5 months, if your hair is going to do something crazy, you would have done it by now. And I only see better results. My stylist says that there is no problem with steaming your hair that often. I have low porosity hair, so my hair can handle that, is what I've been told. So as far as I know, and as far as I've been told, it does not have an adverse effect on your hair. If you know of any difference, you know, just use common sense. If you don't feel like you should be doing it every week, don't do it every week. What kind of rice do you use? So right now I'm using brown rice, actually. But I go back and forth depending on what I have or what's available. Do you dilute your fermented rice water? I've seen this question a lot. I actually don't know what you guys mean by that. Like, it's water, so I don't... You mean, do I put more water in there? I'm not exactly sure. I don't put more water so it's less milky, if that's the question. Oh, and I don't put oils in there. I don't put anything extra. It's just pure rice water. Do you still do other protein treatments such as Alpha-G? I've never done a protein treatment, so nope, no protein treatments. And that's all the questions that I have. These are the most frequent questions that were posted in the comments. Hopefully I've answered most things for you guys. I do appreciate you know, interacting with each other and building a community of women that wants to have, you know, take care of their hair. And sometimes some people want, you know, their hair to grow, and some people just want their hair to be stronger. And I found both during this process, that my hair is softer, it feels stronger, and it's growing. And if you guys have any other questions, drop them below. Maybe you guys can help each other, and you guys have really done a good job of answering each other's questions. So hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and I will see you next time.